it's in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Baylor's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off play action. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Cameron. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The give to the running back from the shotgun. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Option look. It's Green. Sweet cut there. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got enough for the first. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush. rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Prentice. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Cameron. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The give on the option. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Bears are flying down the field. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Prentice. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. On the run, it's Washington. And they swarm him under. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He got it. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Green. Keeps looking downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're facing a third down. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with the fourth down from the 18-yard line. He gets a hand on it, and it's blocked.
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap, and you're worried about the hold. But that time, they just overwhelmed the line up front. They were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Prentice. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. so frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. To throw, it's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Prentice. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. He'll try the left side. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking to throw on third. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... Turning it on! Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Under fire! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On the move, it's Washington. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Bears! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Green. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Washington. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Green. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Green. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
The Bears will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to cap it.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. To the air, it's Robertson. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. To the air, it's Robertson. Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Washington. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Right on target this time. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. With jet sweep pass. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The option look. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pressure coming, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Robertson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. On the option. The pitch. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback running on the draw. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here's the handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw, it's Green. Dumps it to the back. That's caught, it's Green. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He'll toss it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking for a man. It's Green. Sets up the screen. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The official says no good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hold. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that run.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against the...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Caught close to the marker. It's Blake. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he
throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give as they work on that clock. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Bears decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Green. Still on his feet. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. With the clock running, this should be the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some